Hi everyone, welcome to my new Ostomy channel. Hopefully this will be part one in a series of vlogs about ostomy lifestyle, whether you're just about to get one, whether you're living with one, or in the future I'll hopefully touch upon J-pouch surgery and the lifestyle surrounding that. So yeah, just to start with, a bit of a disclaimer, I'm far too open about all this kind of stuff. I've been living with it for quite a while, so I've kind of lost all social appropriateness about what I should be talking about and things, but to be honest, I make no apologies about that. If you're living with colitis, Crohn's, any kind of IBD, then you'll know that the stigma surrounding it can make it a really lonely process to go through. So yeah, really, I'd like this to be a format for discussion. You know, get involved, guys, if you've got any questions. Then, you know, just post it. I'll gladly make a video if I can help. I'm obviously not like an expert in all this, but you know, I'm living with it, so if I can help other people, then I'd really like to. And yeah, there's lots of little tips and things that we can all share. And also, if you're just about to get an ostomy and you're not quite sure about how to tell your friends about it, then, you know, bring them over, we'll show them the videos, we'll explain things, make the most of my completely far too open nature. Yeah, and let's kind of break down a few boundaries, because this stigma just doesn't need to be there, and as you can tell, I feel quite strongly about it. So yeah, I should probably, as self-indulgent as it is, I should probably start with my own story, because I know when I was first starting with all this, I did a lot of reading on the internet, which is kind of a good and a bad thing. You read a lot of horror stories, but I found that I could really relate to people if I knew where they came from and the build-up to the surgery as well. Yeah, so here we go. I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis way back in November 2006. It was actually about a month after my dad was diagnosed with leukemia, so I think it was a bit of a stress-related thing, but he's doing really well now, so that's all good. Yeah, so obviously we hammered it with drugs to start with. I think I had quite a hardcore long course of prednisolone, which is a type of steroid. I'll go over it all in a nutshell, and then if you want to know more details about each individual operations or drugs or whatever, then just let me know and I'll top it up. Yeah, so I started with various drugs. So I started on the prednisolone, and then that caused a few tummy pains kind of at the top here. So I had omeprazole to deal with that, which is also used for a lot of other stuff as well. But another problem with a long course of steroids is that it can cause problems with bone density. So I had calcium tablets, I think they're called calci-chews, just to help with that. Yeah, and then my various maintenance drugs, I had Asacol for a long time, which actually kept it at bay for quite a while. I had a really good period of remission in my second year of college, I think, so that summer, so it was really good. I had a few holidays, did a few festivals, it was really good. So yeah, Asacol, I think it was maybe 12 of those a day, something like that. Sorry, this is all a bit vague, it was quite a long time ago, as you can tell it's not the most professional setup, but you know, we're getting the info out there. I also had azathioprine for a while, but I took it for a few weeks and actually reacted quite badly to it. I think I actually passed out in my university interview, but maybe it got me the sympathy vote. I got it in anyway, so it's all good. I'll probably get sued now. I'm sure it works well and there are other drugs available, but yeah, this is just my own experience. Yeah, so we tried that, and then again more steroids. In the end I actually became steroid dependent, so I wouldn't have any kind of remission unless I was on excuse me, some level of steroids. I think just before, I think one of my last treatment options was a kind of an experimental drug, treatment course, which was originally designed for Crohn's, but my consultant thought it might be worth a try, which was actually a series of drips. So I think I had, I can't remember what the drip was, I'm really sorry, but I'd go into hospital every 4 weeks just for the day and have this thing put in. It did look like it was helping, but unfortunately my condition exacerbated in my second year of university. So that would be October 2009, I think. Yeah, sorry, a bit vague. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So after about 2 weeks into my second year of university, I had to come home, see my surgeon, my consultant again, And I was kind of expecting him to say, oh, don't worry, we'll just try another drug, but unfortunately he kind of went a bit quiet, and at that point I knew we'd run out of options drug-wise. So we agreed that was my only choice really, so I ended up staying at home taking the year out. And my first operation was a sub-total collectomy, which is removing the large bowel, large intestine, which is actually the diseased, all the diseased area more or less. I'll go into these operations in detail later, but I'll just skim over it for now. And then a few months, sub-total collectomy, and then the formation of an end stoma, ileostomy. My second operation was the formation of the J pouch internally, and just to let things heal, I had a loop stoma, ileostomy, which I'll talk about later. And then the third op in the May. So the first op was in October, second one was in January, and then the third one was in May, which was the reversal of the ileostomy. And then I had a few months to recover before redoing my second year at uni, which is awesome. So that was that. So I lived with the J pouch for a while, and that was great and everything. But unfortunately, February of this year, I had to come home from university again because I've been having a few problems. And after various blood tests, MRIs, blah blah blah, we found out that it's because of a fistula, which is a very, very small hole, in my case between the bowel and the womb, which is causing a few problems. So we tried to literally just put some glue over the hole, but that didn't really work, so that was only a day case op. So I ended up going back, and I've had a loop stoma ileostomy formed again, just to let things rest, and then hopefully, in a few months, that was a few months ago, now I'm all recovered from that, and hopefully, touch wood, getting on well with my ileostomy again. She's called Glory, by the way, we're very happy together. I don't know if you know that a lot of people do name their stomas, either just to make it easier to talk about in public, or just you kind of bond with it. It's a really odd relationship, but we'll talk about that in another video. I'm getting very distracted here. So in a month or two I could have another operation, which is to have an internal skin graft just to cover the hole, because the problem is where the hole is, there isn't a lot of blood flow, so it's difficult to make it heal. So we'll have a little skin graft from somewhere else that's got higher blood flow to patch it up, a bit like a bite tire puncture, I guess. And then again, a few months rest, a few MRIs, scans, blah blah blah, to check that it's healed, and then hopefully the reversal again. So then I'll go back to the J pouch lifestyle. But because I've only got 1 year left of my masters, I've decided to, hopefully, if I can cope with it, just keep my bag for now. Keep Gloria for a bit longer. Keep her for about a year, I think. And then go with the second two operations sometime in the future once I'm sorted. I can just get my degree out of the way now. So I thought I'd use it as an opportunity just to kind of talk about it, because the first lot of operations I had, I really wish I'd done something like this, looking back. So now I'm kind of making the most of it. It might inform my graduation project, who knows. So if we can get some discussion going, that would be brilliant, and let's talk about it and see if we can share some help and things. So I'm sure there'll be more videos. I'm actually redoing this first video because the first one was a bit rubbish, so it might be swapping between old videos and new ones, but it's all good. So hopefully we can be of help and share some ideas, and I'll sign out for now. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.